2021 was a massive year in flight simulations. With the shake-up and introduction of next-gen flight sims, in this video we're going to take a look at the top 5 must-have flight simulations in 2021 and how they're shaping up for them in 2022. So let's jump into the video. Welcome to another flight simulator video. Before we jump into this video, 75% of all viewers that watch the Oz Flight Sims channel are not subscribed. So if that's you, please hit that subscribe button and the phone notification bell. It's much appreciated. That way we can let you know when our next flight sim video goes live. Flight simulators have made a resurgence in recent times, with many new simmers have come to the market. One of the key aspects we are taking in consideration when looking at this top 5 must-have list is around how active each simulator is in its development. As we know that flight simulations can be an expensive hobby and a large investment, it is good to know that your favorite flight simulator is going to be around for many years to come. We've been saying that, here's our top 5. Our first flight simulator that has made the cut to the list, and it's the only one that is available for a mobile device, but nevertheless it deserves its place. It's one of the biggest online followings out there of all the sims in the list, and that is Infinite Flight. Infinite Flight is a true global flight sim with thousands of world airports and layouts for pilots to simulate flights anywhere in the world. With its 15-meter pixel satellite terrain imaging, flights can be done GI style or airline style, with challenging real-world conditions, or if that's too difficult for you, you can set to custom weather presets. This sim has many different types of aircrafts available, and the drawcard has been one of the busiest multiplayer servers going around on any flight simulator, keeps the developers of Infinite Flight very busy pushing their sim to the next level. The Infinite Flight development roadmap for 2021 was jam-packed from new aircraft to sim features as well as upgrades, and has published a roadmap already for 2022, including a release of the A220 and F-18 and the EJ Jets family. Whether you are a casual simmer or you have what it takes to access the expert servers and conduct real-world flights, Infinite Flight is definitely worth a look. The only drawback is that it's available for OS and Android, and it's not a PC-based sim, but it still punches above its own weight in the world of flight simulation. And in my opinion, in addition to the massive multiplayer following, this is why it makes our 5th spot in this list. Moving up on the flight simulator ladder goes the team at Lockheed Martin Prepared, and they land the 4th spot. Prepared has been one of the flight simulation staple diets for many years now, and they took over the mantle from the old Tide FSX years ago and kept the flight sim industry in the air for many years. Prepared is a student and professional pilot simulation that caters to generate real-world experiences into a PC flight simulator. Being the backbone of flight simulation, it derives from the FSX days. Prepared boasts its big collection of payware add-ons ranging from casual ultralights to simply the most realistic study-level airliners seen in any sim. In 2021, Prepared did see some development improvements, mostly with its 5.3 update, which included many visual updates such as weather improvements, updated visual clouds, terrain blending, dynamic lights, and precipitation improvements, and better fog visuals, just to mention a few. Prepared is in its 5th version of the sim, and each normally receives 5 updates. We're expecting to see more from Lockheed Martin enhancing this version of Prepared in 2022 and 2023, and we would look to see a whole new version of the sim after that. With the space race of the next gen sims on the way with the introduction of new players in recent times, Prepared is holding its spot in the top 5 for now, but we hope its staple sim keeps improving for many more flights to come. X-Plane 11 lands a very rewarding 3rd spot. This sim is renowned for having one of the most realistic flight mechanics of any simulator in modern times. X-Plane 11 is a worldwide simulator that offers thousands of destinations with a wide range of aircraft. A lot like Prepared, X-Plane boasts a very strong third-party development community that is passionate simmers, which has been pushing what the base sim can do and enhancing it as far as it can go. X-Plane has a variety of freeware add-ons right up to, again, payware study level airliners. The development of X-Plane 11 has come to a bit of a halt with the announcement of X-Plane 12 earlier in 2021. X-Plane 12 is expected to release sometime in 2022, and from what we can see, it will bring all of the realism of in-aircraft systems physics that X-Plane family is known before, but with an overhaul of visual graphics to bring it up to what we now expect a next generation flight sim to be. With X-Plane 12, we're expecting to see a bunch of new aircraft, including an F-14 Tomcat, a Cirrus SR-22, an Airbus A320, and a few extras. Improvement to its real-world weather system, which will feature smooth transitions from region to region. They will then have an addition to a next-generation cloud engine that will have 3D and dynamic clouds. Scenery engine updates, including how the rain is depicted on aircraft and also on the ground. And updated to the senior library that will have many new assets, an all new water tree and sound engine to go with the new improvements for visuals. From the looks of things, the X-Plane team will be pushing the new sim to new heights, but with the development of X-Plane 11 winding down since the announcement of X-Plane 12, somewhat the X-Plane 12 future seems pretty bright, but still a bit of an unknown and a bit cloudy. So this is why X-Plane is making our third spot on the list. DCS World makes our second step on the podium this year on the video. DCS is the most realistic flight simulator of military aircraft, tanks, ground vehicles, ships in recent times. DCS sales model has always been a little bit different than other flight sims on the list, where the sim is for free and the opportunity is to purchase add-ons, regions, and aircraft. DCS is a true sandbox simulator that covers many different epic periods of military aviation history, such as World War II, the Korean War, Gulf War, and many others. DC's fundamentals has always been to offer a realistic simulation that offers a relaxed gameplay. In 2021 was a big year of updates in the DCS world. The sim did see a number of updates for regions and channel maps. New cloud technology was introduced and a new piston propeller engine technology, and a wide range of improvements for some of the DCS own aircraft. This is only to mention a minuscule of updates from the DCS team, as they seem to do regular updates pretty much every month. In 2022, DCS World is looking very healthy with some iconic aircraft modules that will be hitting the sim that's on the roadmap to be released, including the Intruder, the G91R, the F1 Mirage, and the Eurofighter Typhoon, and more. DCS is growing strength to strength. Not only it's feeling like a next-gen sim, or it already has the development to pushing the boundaries, and it offers something a little bit different than the other sims on this list, which is you can blow stuff up, and that's why it makes our second spot. Taking out our number one spot on the top 5 must-have flight simulators for 2022 is Microsoft Flight Simulator. This sim has shocked the flight simulation world in 2020 with its rebrand and relaunch of a next-generation flight simulator platform. Microsoft Flight Simulator, although it is state-of-the-art, this new sim stretches the boundary when it comes to visuals, environment, and sound, and this did also come with a fair share of bugs and its problems along the way in 2021. 2021 was a year of many content updates, new features, and fixes to the sim. The team has been releasing core sim updates and world updates bi-monthly throughout the whole year, and we have seen many new features added, such as VR, DirectX 12, a console launch with the additions of local aircraft legends, and many new handcrafted airports and regions around the world. In 2021, Microsoft Flight Simulator was set to release its Top Gun Maverick, which was set to be the Sim's expansion or its first DLC, but it was pushed back with a replace for the Reno Air Racing DLC. The Sim seems to be very polished compared to where it started in 2021, but it has been a long road and it still has a long way to go. 2022 seems to be a bigger year than 2021 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. We should expect to see many more regions and country upgrades, gliders and helicopters to be introduced, as well as the third-party developers get the grips of the new SDK, and we expect to see many releases to many study level aircraft. The Microsoft Flight Simulator team had mentioned from the start they are planning on developing this sim for the next 10 years plus, and if any indication on its first year, we should expect to see a big 2022. This is why Microsoft Flight Simulator has taken out the number one spot for our top 5 must-have flight simulators in 2022. Stick around and check out one of our other videos here. We're going to step back in time and check out one of our older top 5 flight simulator videos. Should be a good one.